Hey yo, hello everybody, it's Minik the Break, and today I'll do something interesting, which is that I'll be comparing the sub-themes of Ninjago sets, and only sub-themes that I consider sub-themes are the Ninjago movie, Ninjago Legacy, and Core. So I'll be comparing these three sub-themes, and then I'll try to decide which one is the best and which one is the worst. So it's gonna be quite an interesting video, so let's start. So here we have this chart which is gonna help us decide which one is the best and which one is the worst sub-theme of Ninjago sets. And also, if you don't understand how this will work, there are 5 categories, well actually 4. Anyways, the sub-theme that is the best in each category will receive 3 points, and the one that's the worst will receive 1 point, and the one in the middle will receive 2 points. I think that is just incredibly clear. And yeah, now the first category we are gonna look at are the minifigures. So for Ninjago movie, I'm not the biggest fan of the minifigures. I mean, there actually are over 100 Ninjago movie minifigures, which I think is absolutely insane. However, the actual quality of the figures, I'm not happy with it. Like, a lot of them are just random civilians that I really don't really care about. I mean, they are alright for, like, building a Ninjago city or something, but like the speakers themselves, they just aren't exciting. That is my point. And then also the villains, you got the Shark Army. I mean, some of those designs are quite cool, but still, I mean, those aren't the best villain designs at all, if you ask me. And for the ninja suits themselves, they also aren't that good. Like Cole and Lloyd, those two are actually really good, but like the rest just isn't that good in my opinion. So yeah, definitely Ninjago movie doesn't have too good of a figures if you ask me. Then Ninjago Legacy, I mean obviously Legacy has some really awesome figures and some really great remakes. Also, like, people can obtain some older characters if they missed out of them back in the day, which I think is a really good idea. And the quality of legacy figures is really good if you ask me. Sure, there are some exceptions like Lasha and those Skullkins. Like, some legacy figures aren't that good, but generally I think we get really awesome minifigures for legacy. And then for core, to be honest, I feel like core actually has pretty good minifigures, at least so far. I love the ninja suits they're making in such cool color schemes. And no, don't let me even start with those Spinjitzu core figures, because I absolutely love those, and yeah, I just go crazy over those. So yeah, I mean, I'll actually have to decide my final score, and yeah, that is that I will give Legacy 3 points for minifigures, Core will receive 2, and Ninjago movie will receive 1 point. Second category here is gonna be the builds. And yeah, for Ninjago movie, the builds are just absolutely stunning. We have gotten a big amount of just giant sets, and a lot of builds are just so awesome. And even the smaller sets have just really, really awesome builds. Like, really, Ninjago movie might not have the best minifigures, but build wise, it's absolutely incredible. Possibly the best, you know, Ninjago Wave in terms of the builds. I'm pretty confident about that. And then with Legacy, we're also getting pretty good builds, not gonna lie. Again, there are definitely some misses, I would say, but like generally, I think for Legacy, we're also getting some really great builds and really good set remakes. And then for core, yeah, I mean, the builds are just awful. I'm sorry, but like, I find core builds to be just awful. Like, there's barely any good builds. Like, really, those vehicles and dragons, they are just really just ugly in my opinion. I'm sorry, I get that they are targeted towards younger audience, but still, it can be done better, trust me. So yeah, I mean, only good build that core has so far is the Doja Temple and the mech. And like, other vehicles are just incredibly bad, if you ask me. So my final score will be that I'll give 3 points for the builds to Ninjago movie, 2 to the legacy, and 1 to the core. So another category is the value of the sets themselves. And yeah, for Ninjago movie, I also think like the prices were really great. I mean, sure, you have inflation and those things are worth a bit more now, but still, like, I understand like that. Obviously, now we have inflation and stuff, so If the set was like $40 back in the day, it's gonna be definitely a bit more than that now. But like still, I mean, some of those prices for Ninjago movie sets were incredibly good, if you ask me. And even like with the bigger sets and stuff, I feel like they definitely had some amazing prices, like Temple of Ultimate Weapon, and the Bounty was also really on point. So yeah, personally, I feel like Ninjago movie prices are really good. The Water Strider as well. I mean, there's just many good deals out there, I would say, at least back in 2017. And for the Legacy, I feel like the prices also aren't awful. However, I would say that some of the 10th anniversary sets are definitely a bit more expensive than I would kinda expect them to be, but still, like, I don't really see it as an issue price wise. But yeah, I mean, personally, I feel like Ninjago movie definitely had better deals, and for core, definitely the worst deals. If you ask me, like just let me get something straight. Like really, core sets are lacking on minifigures. Not only you have just bad builds to offer, like really, you don't even have a good amount of minifigures to justify that price. Sure, the minifigures themselves are good, as I said. Like core figures are great, but like the amount of them you're getting is just sad. Like in Crystallized, you're getting basically one or two minifigures more for basically paying the same amount of money for the set. So I think that kind of says enough right here. So my decision will be that in terms of the value, 3 points go to Ninjago Movie, 2 go to Legacy, and 1 goes to Core. And the last category we're gonna take a look at here is the concept, or should I say, like what this sub theme actually does for Ninjago, like what it offers to the world of Ninjago sets. So at first we have Ninjago movie. I mean, concept-wise, to have a Ninjago movie isn't a bad idea, but making it not canon and just completely change character designs, I think that is definitely not the best choice if you ask me. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like Ninjago movie really needed to happen. It was just incredibly random and stuff. Like, I don't exactly see the point in doing that. However, it offers some of the best Ninjago sets we've seen so far. I definitely can't deny that. Legacy, obviously, it's a killer concept, like to just remake some of the sets and even make some sets that you didn't like make back in the day when Lego definitely missed some opportunities. Like I think that is definitely something that is really really good, and I have no idea why Legacy isn't coming back. Like really, this year we just aren't getting any Legacy sets, and for this year nothing. I mean for next year there's also nothing rumored, so I think that is definitely not good. And yeah, I mean then for Core, I mean that is also not a good concept. Like I'm sorry, but like just making random sets with random ninja suits and random snakes and with pretty bad vehicles and stuff, like I don't think that's a good concept. Like I'm sorry, but it's just putting something out there to just because it's Ninjago. But like really, otherwise, concept wise, this is just incredibly shallow and doesn't really do anything if you ask me. So considering that, 2 points will go to Ninjago movie, 3 points will go to Legacy, and 1 point will go to Core. So yeah, here are our final results. And in the last place we have Core at only 5 points. And yeah, I mean this just shows how shallow this sub-team is. Only good thing about it are the minifigures, and even those are just very random. You won't see them anywhere in the show or any special. So yeah, it just shows how shallow this sub-team is. Like really, the word shallow is just something that describes Core perfectly if you ask me. And then at the second place we have Ninjago movie. Sure, the concept was random, I will say that, but it definitely offered some of the best builds we have ever gotten. Like, that's just a common sense to me. The minifigures weren't that good, but still, like, generally, I definitely have a lot of respect for that wave. I mean, waves of the Ninjago movie sets. And yeah, then, at the first place, we have Legacy at 10 points. Barely better than Ninjago movie, but, like, concept wise, I just can't say like it's just incredibly good, like to actually reintroduce some of these sets to the market with new designs and stuff. Like such a genius idea. I have no idea why Legacy is gone at the moment. I really hope we get it back because we are kind of missing the main era of the Legacy, which is like the possession stuff up to Hands of Time. Like I think Legacy sets of based on those seasons would be just some of the best sets we could ask for if you ask me. So overall, this is gonna wrap up this video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on those sub-themes. Do you think I actually made a fair comparison between them? Be sure to let me know that in the comment section down below. Also feel free to comment what is your favorite Ninjago set sub-theme. If you enjoyed, I would highly appreciate a like. Also don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Have a great day. See ya in the next video.